the fuck? What the fuck?
And other emergencies that the
It's a deer.
She eating it, bro.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you eating that shit? Hey.
They ain't gonna answer you, man. That motherfucker crazy. Shut the door, man, before she come back to you. Then you... Yeah, you heard dude said you sick as fuck. That's the wildest shit.
I don't know what's in the air or what they put in the water, but some shit is going on.
Shit, this sun in the air since 2020, my guy.
Okay.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Hashem, YAHAWASHI, Hashem, Rakwah Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to my Akim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this foul captivity, as well as a speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharala. This is Brother Cabo coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson, I want to go into this. And I'm not going to lie, this is definitely something that is more on the abnormal side, I guess. Question mark. Where what's going on here is that you see a bunch of these, I think, I'm not going to just flat out say it, okay? Prove all things, and I can't prove it. So I'm just going to say, going back to it, seemingly Edomite people, seemingly Edomite people just randomly eating like some random animals, just like that they, I guess, roadkill or whatever. And that type of stuff, like, obviously that's disgusting in general, but you know, that's literally just like, that is not permissible in the scriptures. Like, the scriptures strictly forbid us from eating blood. Like, we're not allowed to eat shit raw. You're not allowed to eat shit like what, medium rare or whatever that thing is called. I don't know what it's called, but like, there's not supposed to be no blood on it. And I find it so funny how you have this whole this Christian country, America, and they just do not, like, their whole freaking practices are fully contrary to what the scriptures say. And it baffles me that that you have so many people that claim Christianity while just going completely against everything that the Bible speaks of. And you know, the funny thing about this, let me get this. Hebrews chapter 8 verse, I believe it's 6. Oh my God. No, Hebrews chapter 12 verse 15, Hebrews chapter 12 verse 16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Alright, and that's the thing. Hold on, let me see something right quick. I want to see birthright. I think if I go here, because to the best of my ability, and I'm going to test it. Wait, what lentils?
It's his party or his club, whatever you want to call it. What people are not going to make a video on is what he just posted. And it was him protecting.
Then what was the morsel of meat? Hold on. Did this meat? Then what was the morsel of meat then? Okay, you know what? I'm going to bow out from that because Hebrews chapter 12, it literally says, for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. So he did eat meat. He did eat a piece of meat. And when we go to it, it says lentils. So I'm assuming what it is like vegetables and then meat together. So it's like a stew, I believe, with stew with meat and then stew with, but I guess there was blood in there. That's just my guess approximation, but I'm not going to use that as an example because I don't fully know the details. So moving on, the main thing I want to get with the rest of these things is, number one, I will say that the economy has gotten so bad that people it kind of does seem like the fact that these people are eating these roadkill or random animals outside in public like this, it has to be because they're homeless, they don't have money or whatever and stuff like that. That has to be I'm assuming, again, this is an assumption, this is not anything locked in or definitive. All right, so I'm over here making this assumption and telling you this, not to just fully believe it, but maybe into the possibility that these people are homeless and as a result of their desperation, they're just going around, getting some random. This is nasty. I'm not gonna lie. I would be throwing up if I was any closer. And then you got this woman over here. She's laying this shit out on a wall as if she's barbecuing or some shit, and she's eating a fucking deer. Like, this is nasty. This is actually nasty. Like, I don't know. Anyway, but as I said before, let's actually get some of these precepts. So, firstly, Genesis chapter 9, verse 4, but flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. Blood, we're not allowed to eat blood. We're not allowed to consume blood. So, as I said, I think I said this before, freaking, what's it called? Medium rare, or just bloody meat and all that stuff, or blood in general, we should not be eating that. Right? That shit is nasty as fuck. That's number one. And number two, the scriptures literally tells us not to eat it. All right. Let's also get this, because it's multiple places that the scripture says it. Deuteronomy 12 verse 23. Only be sure that thou eat not the blood, for the blood is the life, and thou mayest not eat the life with the flesh. That so the Lord is saying that we're not supposed to eat the life, the blood, with the flesh. And even then, the thing to remember is that for us, for when it comes to the dietary law, there is a lot that goes into this that we don't really. You may or may not know the full health benefits of it, because one of the things is that when it comes to health benefits, certain health benefits, like for example, there are parasites in, I think it's crustaceans. I believe that's the proper term. Crustaceans, parasite. They have parasites. In pigs, they also have parasites. And just in general, it's definitely not healthy. I think there are a lot of people that spoke on how not just disgusting, but unhealthy pigs are to eat. All right, it's just not a good choice. But yet you have our people who eats that fucking religiously. All right. Anyway, continuing on. Leviticus chapter 17 verse 10, and whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, by the way, any blood, all right, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people. So over here, eating blood, consuming blood, will get you basically just completely exiled from the people, from the Israelites, or from the children of Yahawadah and His. That is a crazy thing, just simply from consuming blood. And it doesn't say animal blood, it doesn't say human blood, it says any manner of blood, literally any blood. And that's how serious this is. This is really, really, really disgusting. All right, I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely do not like this topic, because this is kind of sickening to me. But continuing on, and that's the thing. Like, I always thought that, okay, well, the norm of eating, and that's what I grew up on, the norm of eating your meat is make sure that shit is brown. Make sure that shit is cooked all the way through. If that shit is watery, like, that is that is nasty. That's nasty. Oh God, I'm fucking disgusted. 11, for the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls, for it is the blood that maketh an atonement for the soul. Therefore I said unto the children of Israel, no soul of you shall eat blood, neither shall any strangers that sojourneth among you eat blood, and whatsoever man there be of the children of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, which hunteth and catcheth any beast or fowl that may be eaten, he shall even pour out the blood thereof and cover it with dust. And that's even the thing where you would think, okay, even the clean beast, like say for example chicken, beef, or whatever, stuff like that, even their blood you're not allowed to consume, even though those are beasts or animals that you are allowed to eat. You're still not allowed to eat the blood, because it says blood of any kind. Verse 14, for it is the life of all flesh, the blood of it is for the life thereof. Therefore I said unto the children of Israel, ye shall eat the blood of no manner of flesh, for the life of all flesh is the blood thereof. Whosoever eateth it shall be cut off. Basically exile once again. If you choose to eat, to consume blood. Continuing on, Acts 15 verse 29, that ye abstain from meats offered to idols, and from blood, and from things strangled, and from fornication, and from which if ye keep yourselves, ye shall do well, fare ye well. Basically, these are a couple of things, to abstain from when it comes to eating certain animals. You're not allowed to eat animals that were offered to idols. All right, like I don't know, the same way people offer a prayer to Yahawadah, there are people that offer a prayer to the devil or something shit like that. Like, you basically at the point where we're not allowed to eat any type of animal like that. All right, so yeah, abstain from food offered to idols, or meats offered to idols, same thing. Blood, obviously, once again, this is a reoccurring thing that you always hear. Oh, stay away from blood, don't drink blood, don't eat blood, no blood. I don't repeat myself, but it's funny to me how many times the Bible literally warns you, don't eat that, don't eat blood. All right, but yet again, like, it baffles me how America is a Christian state, and then look at how much these freaking disgusting ass devils love blood. All right, like, that's you know what I heard? I heard this Edomite in a comment section before. He said, I don't understand why people like eating rubber. Well done steaks, well done meats, or it's like eating rubber and there's no juice to it. That is that every time I fucking talk about this, I want to throw up in my mouth even more. So I'm gonna try to limit the thing, but you need to hear this type of stuff where they're comparing well done meat to rubber, literally rubber, like that. It's baffling to me. Continuing on, 1 Kings 3 verse 23. Oh no, let me start off with this first, and then I'll come back. Matthew chapter 24 verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And basically the thing here is that a part of one of the beginnings of the end is that there's going to be famines, and one of the things is that we're seeing an increase of farmers having a hard time keeping their farms. The food supply diminishing. There was some food factories or whatever the fuck that was burnt down and stuff like that. And the food banks, they're receiving less food in America. So as a result of that, this is gonna contribute to the up and coming famine. Well, we're waiting for when it's gonna happen, when's it actually gonna take place and stuff like that. And then when those stores don't have meat, don't have food in general anymore, then that's when people are going to start panicking. All right, and then that's when we're going to know, okay, yeah, this is that famine, this is that lack of food. All right, and then everyone's just going to go crazy and kill each other. Which, speaking of killing each other, 1 Kings chapter 3 verse, let's see, verse 18 maybe. So verse 6, 1 Kings 3 verse 16, then came there 2 women that were harlots unto the king and stood before him. And the one woman said, O my Lord, I and this woman dwell in one house, and I was delivered of a child with her in the house. And it came to pass the 3rd day after that I was delivered, that this woman was delivered also, and we were together. And there was no stranger with us in the house, save we 2 in the house. And this woman's child died in the night, because she overlaid it. And she arose at night and took my son from beside me, while thine handmaid slept, and laid it in her bosom, and laid her dead child in my bosom. And when I rose in the morning to give my child suck, behold, it was dead. But when I had considered it in the morning, behold, it was not my son which I did bear. So basically, oh wait, no, this is the wrong thing. Hold on, Slakia.
Now here's the problem. The word associate, go look at the Hebrew, it's amet. It means your equal, one who has the same gen as you do, because you're related by kin, you're next of kin. So he says, my associate amet. The word amet, whenever it's used in the Old Testament.
2 Kings, Slakia, 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 20. 28. And the king said unto her, what aileth thee? And she answered, this woman said unto me, give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. So he boiled my son and did eat him. And hold on. Let me start at verse 25. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it, until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the 4th piece of a cab of dove's dung in 5 pieces of silver. Then now we get to verse 28, jumping down to the point. And the king said unto her, what aileth thee? And she answered, this woman said unto me, give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. And so we boiled my son and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, give thy son, that we may eat him. And she hath hid her son. And it came to pass, when the king heard the words of the woman, and that he rent his clothes, and he passed by upon the wall, and the people looked, and behold, he had sackcloth within his flesh. So basically, the thing here is that the main point is that it basically got so crazy that you had people, neighbors or whatever, that was saying, hey man, like there's no food, like let's just kill our kids and then cook them and eat them and stuff like that. That's how batshit crazy things were. And obviously they weren't eating people, but cannibalism is is definitely not too far off with how is not too far off after all the stuff that's been accumulating. I guess I think that's the best term to use, accumulating, with how crazy things are getting. All right, so yeah, definitely expect things to not be so kind, for lack of a better word. 2 Ezra 16 verse 19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. And this is the judgment from YAHAWAH that we're going to see famines and plagues and all these different things happen for our people to see that, okay, this is what's going on, and we need to be on the right, because if you are not getting right with YAHAWAH, then of course naturally you're going to face and you have to deal with judgment from YAHAWAH in the possible form of famine. All right, next, 2 Ezra 14 verse 17, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much more shall evils increase upon upon them that dwell therein. And this is what it is. People are just not caring. They're going to eat whatever animal they see and catch and find and whatnot. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakwah Kwadash, double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone about Shalom.